very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. We are now gearing up for the Asia Cup build up for the squad. When is it going to be announced? Who are the probable members of the side? Because September 9th onwards, you're going to see the Asia Cup being played. Now there is a strong possibility of Shubman Gill coming back into the Asia Cup squad. That's what many reports are suggesting because his IPL form, when you look at it for the past couple of years, has been quite good. Barring 2024, Shubman Gill has been in quite good form in the IPL. 2023, he had a fabulous IPL. 2025 also, he had a pretty decent IPL, 650 plus runs in that. So that's why Shubman Gill, whether he's going to make it in the IPL squad, going by his past performances, that makes for some very compelling viewing at this point in time because Shubman Gill did not feature in the 2024 T20 World Cup. He's not been part of the T20 setup for quite some time now. So what do you do at this point in time? Does Shubman Gill merit a place in the current Indian team? Because when you look at it, where are the slots? You look at the opening slot. Abhishek Sharma and Sanju Samson have stepped up in occasions. There's also Tilak Verma who's done well. You also got Surya Kumar Yadav doing well. Hardik Pandya is there. How on earth are you going to fit in a Shubman Gill and a Yashasvi Jaiswal for the Asia Cup that's going to take place? So those are the selection conundrums that they will have to encounter when you pick the squad. Now, when is the squad going to be picked? Most likely around the third week of August. That means towards the fag end. In the next 10 to 12 days, maybe you may see the squad being picked, or maybe in the first week of September. Just about 4-5 days prior to the Asia Cup, you may get the squad announcement. Somewhere in that range, you will see it. So that is the situation regarding Shubman Gill when you look at Asia Cup squad. Now, there is a lot of trade talks going on in the IPL. Remember, it's the silly season of the IPL. You will have to ensure that Sanju Samson, Ashwin, these are the two players who are under the scanner at this point in time. Sanju Samson, if reports are to be believed, the Rajasthan Royals management, in particular Manoj Badale, is writing letters to the franchisee as to which franchisee wants to express interest in Sanju Samson. They are looking at a trade deal when you look at it. Ashwin, at this point in time, even he's under the scanner because he's parting ways with CSK at this stage. So that is why this is going to be very, very interesting as to how this trade deal happens. Is it going to happen? Is Sanju Samson not going to stay with RR? I think it's all but confirmed at this point in time that Sanju Samson may not be part of the Rajasthan Royals setup in 2026. Remember, in 2025, a lot of images went viral as to why Sanju Samson, he had severe disagreements with the management. You saw in one particular game he was sidelined at this time. So that's why it is not going to be easy at this stage. So Rajasthan Royals, whether there is a trade deal that's going to take place, what else is going to happen, that is what we will have to find out. In the next couple of days, maybe we might get a proper picture because the 2 months are remaining for the trade window to close. By November, you have to submit the retention list, and that's why it will not be easy at this stage. So that's a very, very interesting development when you have to look at it. Now, as far as the Women's World Cup is concerned, we already know that there are a lot of reports stating that Bengaluru is likely to miss out on hosting the games because of the current situation that is going on between the KSCA, the government, in the aftermath of the RCB stampede. So Tiruvananthapuram most likely is stepping up to host the Women's World Cup matches that will take place. So it continues Chinnaswamy's bad luck when you look at it since June, because when you look at the current situation, Chinnaswamy is really, really jinxed for one particular reason, because even the Maharaja T20 Cup matches are not taking place at the Chinnaswamy, and it has been deemed absolutely incapable that they will be hosting big scale events. So that's why it's a big blow to the Chinnaswamy. The Women's World Cup game doesn't take place there, and we know how this is going to be there. So it is going to be a big, big development as far as that is concerned. As far as other sporting events are concerned, well, condolences, and if you have to look at it, it's been a very sad day when you have to look at Leander Paes and his family, because Leander Paces' father, Dr Vece Paes, he has died tragically at the age of 80. And you remember Vece Paes. Dr. Vece Paes was one of the members of the 1972 hockey squad that secured the bronze medal in Munich at this point. So it's a very, very sad day indeed. And Dr. Vece Paes, we have to really, and it's a shocking thing because He was the one who shaped Leander Paces' sporting destiny. From 1991, if India had a big presence in the tennis arena, it was all thanks to Dr. Vece Paces' efforts that Leander managed such a big thing. So, yeah, he's unfortunately passed away at the age of 80, so that's why tragic, tragic day indeed. Now, as far as chess news is concerned, there are three events that have taken place. One, in the Chennai Grandmasters, Vincent Keymer is all but assured of the title because he's now 1.5 points ahead of the field. And today, if he either draws or his other opponent also draws, then he has won the Chennai Grandmasters title. It's been a fabulous show from Vincent Keymer so far. Now, India has got their 89th Grandmaster in the form of Rohith from Tamil Nadu. Now, Rohith has had a very interesting story when you look at it. When he was in school, the choice was given by his parents. You want to go for drawing or you want to go for chess? He chose chess. So that's why he's now become the 89th Grandmaster and the 33rd from Tamil Nadu to get the GM norm at this age. So congratulations to Rohit S. Who is he? We will be doing a special video on that. Now, as far as the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz event is concerned, Gukesh has stopped Fabiano Caruana from creating history. Because if Fabiano Caruana had won against Gukesh, he would have gotten 16 out of 18 points, which was historic. No one has ever achieved it in a single leg of the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz event in the Grand Chess Tour ever. Magnus Carlsen with 15 held the record. Now Gukesh beat Fabiano Caruana to end the tournament fourth, but also ensured Caruana didn't get to 16 out of 18. 18 points was possible, and that is why Gukesh, it was a historic feat that he stopped Fabiano Caruana from doing. He lost the first game in the next 3 rounds that was there, but he won the next 2, beating Wesley So and Fabiano Caruana to ensure that he ended the rapid stages kind of mixed. He had his moments, but then he unfortunately missed it. So that is why this is bittersweet news when you have to look at Gukesh at this point in time. So tomorrow onwards, you are also going to see the Kookaburras, the Australian hockey team, take on India in a fighter series. Remember, this 5-match series is important for the Indian team to build up for the Asian Champions Trophy that will be held in Rajgir. So it's going to be very, very interesting at this point in time. The Kookaburras take on India, and we all know that the Indian hockey team doesn't have a great record against the Kookaburras. 5 matches that will take place in Perth. Let's see how that shapes up. And I will take some comments at this point. So, sir, the team will be announced on 19th August. Can Nikhil and Harshad have a dugout picking 15 for Asia Cup? Will be fun. Well, let's see. Firstly, the tournament is taking place amidst all of this. That itself is a big, big concern. And we have to blame our stakeholders who have put us in this kind of a situation. So that is the way we are looking at. Less than 6 months ago, why still 2020 World Cup schedule has not been announced yet? Well, they will take their own time, Shashank. Remember, in India, even when there were less than about 150 days to go in June, in 2023, they had announced the ODI World Cup schedule, and the World Cup was scheduled to be held in October. So 3 months to go. Anything can happen at this point in time. So that is the thing. Who expired? Chili Paneer. Well, apart from your trolling, thank you. You asked one particular question. Dr. Vece Paes. Dr. Vece Paes is the father of Leander Paes, and that's how it is. So Manu John, it depends upon the usage. I mean, you can say died, you can say passed away. It depends. So that is the way we are looking at it at this point in time. So, yep. Is Virat Kohli retirement ODI? There are some rumors. Shauri Holla? No. It is all rumors at this point. Rajdeep Singh, my full eyes will be on Sanju Samson because of his controversial statement by his father. Well, that was in a different context altogether, Rajdeep Singh. It wasn't meant in this particular thing as well. So, freaking awesome in the Asia Cup. I mean, since Babar Azam last century in 2023 in Nepal, India has won 2 ICC titles, RCB's won IPL, and South Africa won WTC. Yep, that's the lean patch that Babar Azam has had. But then when you look at it for 2 years, Babar Azam has had such a lean patch. Virat Kohli, 3 out of 5 years, he had a lean patch. So it can happen to anybody, I will just be saying at this stage. When Asia Cup squad will be announced, well, if you have to believe in reports, 19th August, that is when it may be announced. So Austin Kuna Singh, KKR will be stupid to not get Samson's captaincy, keeper, opener will tick all boxes and they can release Wenky and get him back cheap. Well, the message should be conveyed to the KKR management. I mean, they made an epic blunder by just splurging 23.75 crores just on one player, and that's why it is going to be a very, very interesting situation. Gill in or out of Asia Cup, Manu John, that we will come to know only on the 19th potentially. I don't know if it's confirmed that it's on the 19th, so let's see how that goes on. So Australia never chased more than 161 at home in T20. 200 is the highest total chase in Australia. India had done it in 2016 and Sydney. Only India chased 180 plus totals twice in Australia. Well, that's good for India that they chased it, but it's good in that way. Why Gill will be selected over Jaiswal as Jaiswal is part of World Cup winning squad? Well, I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting why that happened. And just Satvik, just asking, Pakistan versus India match happens, will you watch or boycott the match? Why should I boycott the match? When government, BCCI are just not interested in boycotting the match, what will one boycott mean? And see, you will still see concurrence in the India-Pakistan game. If whole of India can ensure that you can boycott it and make it to zero, then we will also boycott it. But then this boycott thing is all a hyped up bit. Can you believe MI had Brevis, Stubbs, Green, David in the same squad 2023? Yeah, they made it to playoff second qualifier, Austin. I do believe it. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Don't forget to tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. Bye-bye.